A huge welcome to everybody. This is our game of the week. Tremendous buzz in the stadium. You can feel the energy building. Fan base is looking forward to this one, and we're right there with them. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into the snake pit of an environment just trying to get out alive. This will be fun. We'll see a team that's had a chance to rest from a bye week. The Arizona Wildcats taking on the 11th ranked team, the UL Monroe Warhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Warhawks will kick this away to start us off. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped with the 18, returner. Play, and a touchback would have been a better idea. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looks to the left, pass caught. He's swarmed by the defense.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
So on the opening drive, it's now 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent line. Clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
That punch sails out of bounds. There'll be no return this time. First down here for this offense. Snags the quick throw. He's found some room at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to the offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
Using his legs on the scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Looking to pass here on second down. Grab made by the tight end. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Warhawks.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. They stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
He's wide open, pulls it in. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Back to throw again. Looks left and finds his target there. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
Well, this is so deflating for this defense on 3rd and short. Good coverage downfield. They take away all the short routes, but the one guy that they don't account for is the quarterback and his legs. Picks up the 1st down by being athletic there and great awareness.
He's going to take off. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the 1st down.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And the quarterback keeps it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I like what the offensive coordinator is trying to do here to try to keep the defense off balance by mixing up his play calling. But, hey, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. They're not fooled at all on this play. Nice tackle for a loss here against the option.
Running out of time in the pocket. He gets loose and able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Running back, number 10, a pickup of 8. 2nd down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. It's press coverage now from these DBs. And they finally stop him, but the quarterback keeper picks up great yardage and a first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
The shotgun handoff here. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Arizona has now moved into the red zone. Receiver in motion now. It's a blitz look here from the defense. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down after a short gain there.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Direct snap to the back. Looks like Arizona will have the first down.
Well, sometimes it's just a backyard brawl, right? I mean, it's third down and short. You trust your back and the line to be able to pick up the first down. And he literally pushes with everything he has, throwing a haymaker there at the finish of that play to pick up the first down.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So second and 6.
At the 8-yard line. Second down.
Now the offense gets the play for the 15th play on this drive. It's been a long march. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
The offense will go for here on 4th down and 3. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. It's 4th down, but no punting team. The offense is going to go for it. The quarterback's got it on the option. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. He hands it off from the gun. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The tackle is finally made, but a huge gain. He'll spot the ball near midfield at the +49.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. And the Warhawks come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback making some changes at the line. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires this one deep middle. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
On first down, it's play action. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. He's running out of time here. Contact as he let the ball go. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Hits the running back in the flat. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback will throw it off the run pass option. Gets into space at the 50. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. So after the incompletion, it's second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to throw it again. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs, and also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. And the puck will bounce out of bounds. They'll spot it down at the 15. Comes the Warhawks offense back on the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage, but the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. From the shotgun, drops back. Receiver makes the catch. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Important third down play coming up after that completion. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Trying to create here on the move. And he's got it. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Arizona.
Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Lets it go. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When a quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's a quick grab. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's looking deep here. And it's incomplete. They took a shot there, what will be the final play of the quarter. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Stop at the 22. That's pretty...
22 there.
UL Monroe offense back out there now. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Breaks the tackle, gets into the clear. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
14, Arizona, 0.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Running back has it on a screen now. They bring him down, but the back able to pick up some decent yardage in that screen.
He's brought down.
Now it's second down here.
Brings up second down.
Quick throw caught on the left side. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Caught quickly. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay within the man coverage. Very tough to do.
And try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure the defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
They bring him down, but a simple quarterback keeper for a solid gain and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Running back with the carry. Tackle on the play at the 10-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Pressure is coming. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
4th down. He's throwing for it. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And the wideout goes in motion. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They stop him with a 47, but that's enough for a 1st down. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call when the offense goes with that deep crosser. The defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the grab. Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
The Warhawks with 1st and 10 here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Well, they're going to go with a play fake here. The only problem is no one on the defense bit at all on the play action. The results are a big sack for this defense.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And the Warhawks will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, ULM 14, Arizona 0.
It's 4th down and 4 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Trying for a 4th down completion. He's escaping the pocket now. He's got a receiver wide open here. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. The Warhawks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Pass caught. They finally tackle him down at the 1 after that catch and run.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. Now, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
42 Spiders. Let's.
1st and goal, handoff. Defense expecting to run all the way. They stop him short of the goal line.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Loses 2. It's now 3rd and goal.
Can they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Warhawks. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, you get into this 2nd half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
And the point after is right down the middle. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. Looking for a deep completion. Oh, that one's picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. Now the 40. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. Attack on the PAT again, and it's 28-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And the returner brought down by that coverage team.
And the Arizona offense will take over 1st and 10.
Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
That time it's the free safety getting home on the blitz to blow it up.
But he had a long way to go, and it's a bit of a risk, as obviously the free safety is the last line of defense on these long pass plays, and he's coming after that quarterback, and he's got to make sure he gets home quickly to make the...
He'll take a deep shot. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long.
Look out, it's a fake. He's trying to throw for it. This one falls incomplete. The fake does not work. The gamble just doesn't work. The punter's pass, not close.
Yeah, they try to catch him napping here, but let's give credit to the return team. They were able to force that incompletion. But I like the call, but the execution most definitely could have been better.
There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And it's intercepted. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Backed up at the 1, he's going to throw it. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made, but he gets the ball out across the 20-yard line. Good gain.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it. Offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
First down, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket now. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
And he floats this pass deep down the right side. The pass is intercepted. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to fire this one deep down the middle. Oh, the pass is picked off. Oh, and he fumbles. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, a lot happened right there. Good job of coming up with that interception. I thought he was off to the races and had a chance for big yards, only to lose the football. He's very fortunate one of his teammates hopped on that football, so they still get the turnover.
Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball. He had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. A big play for this defense. Now the offense is set up with a short field. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Finding some room with the 25. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, Warhawks. To stretch the lead, the route is on. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes this a 35-zip game. Now they get set to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. This has been a demolition, a monumental beatdown. Time to just put the... Going for a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up fourth down.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short gain. The defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offensive coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Hey, that's a great gain right here for these guys, and it hasn't been a good day, let's face it. But I love the fact that they're still fighting. And a drive like this, who knows what it could do for you? Maybe get points on the board, maybe not able to...
Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
And here's a deep throw with the clock winding down. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Here comes the UL Monroe offense back on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
Touchdown, UL Monroe. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
42, Arizona, 0.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Oh, and he's got some space here. Gets some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Arizona. He'll stroll into the end zone. Special teams making a monster play. The returner gets the touchdown, but a bunch of guys contributed that time, Kurt.
Yeah, you're exactly right. The blocks up front really set the tone to be able to give him his chance. You don't see this happen very often in this game where a guy gets a chance to have a kickoff return for a touchdown. Everything has to be just perfect, and, of course, he had the speed to be able to get it all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. The offense spends a timeout here. There are 16 seconds remaining. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. The ball is picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. And the pass falls incomplete as time expires. So the wins